Hello, ladies. Happy Tuesday. It is our third week. We're going to head into day 21 at the end of the week of our 30-day hormone reset. I'm in the kitchen tonight. I am making chicken wings really quick, and I'm just going to pair it with the vegetable tonight. We grilled some fish and we've eaten on that the last couple of weeks. So we are I'm gonna eat. I don't know if my son or husband's gonna eat, but I'm gonna eat chicken wings. That's one of my favorites that I have gotten from the Crowd Cow Box, where it is local farms, and I'm supporting local farms and getting good pasture raised organic foods and meats. So that's what I'm doing while I'm going to talk to you all. So I'm going to be out of the view just for a second while I get things together. But a couple of things that I want to touch bases on that I've seen in the chat over the last week or so. And I just want to go into depth, and then we'll see if someone comes on. And I'm going to talk about this in the Facebook group as well, my Facebook group. This is about mindset and toxic thoughts. And those two things got me really into a lot of trouble when I had my spiraling health issues. And I just want to kind of speak on it because it can happen with changing lifestyle things and changes and self-care and thinking about all the things that we're trying to do, especially targeting with this program, and toxic thoughts. And that got me in trouble years ago, just me being me, who I was, and being the perfectionist I was, and that sort of thing. Hopefully you can hear me. My husband's cutting grass. But those two things are huge when we are trying to get in the groove of doing things for us and instead of doing things for everybody else. Okay. And a lot of it, the self-talk, just speaking out things before they happen. Words are very powerful. I don't think, that sort of thing. Those words become very powerful. So when you speak those out over your life, they can come back into fruition. So just watch your self-talk to yourself daily. I have to redirect myself often. I have to have the awareness of, okay, Roz, you're going down a rabbit hole, because I can really start going down a rabbit hole of just toxic thoughts. And then later on, I'm thinking, what was I even thinking? It wasn't even that serious. And I tend to do that. And especially just with me being recovering perfectionist, I would do that. And I think it had to do a lot with my stress levels and with my hormone imbalances. Just even thoughts can change your the way you uptake vitamins, nutrients, your gut health, all of those things. So their thoughts are very important. And when we are changing or trying to tap into things that are lifestyle, one of the first things that you have to do is shift mindset. And we all want more energy. We all want better periods. We want weight loss and all those things. But you have to talk good to yourself, like you would talk to your children, or you would talk to your husband, or for me, talk to my patients or clients. You have to talk to yourself in that way. And it can be very hard. But if you don't pour into yourself, you cannot give to others. Okay. So that's one of the first things I want to speak out, is the mindset and toxic thoughts that we have to shift as well. Yeah, we want to eat better. We want to get in our water. We want to do all the modalities and exercise and that sort of thing. But you have to absolutely take your mindset with you on this journey, because if you do not, you'll end up in the same place doing the same toxic patterns, and you're not really learning anything. And then you get frustrated at yourself because you're not progressing how you want to. Okay. So I really wanted to touch on that. You have to really be able to tap in. This is not easy. We can think about everything else, and then our body is on the back burner. But what I will tell you is we've got to make changes daily. Short little bursts of changes will equal out to a lot. We'd rather do stuff now for our health than be diagnosed with an illness later. And then when reality comes, then something really gets your attention, because right now with all the symptoms we're having, our body is messenger saying, hey, this is not right. And it gets louder and it gets louder to the point where then you have a full-blown illness or a disease where you have to look at these things, where you could have been doing these things all along, little steps. I know there's going to be days that we have messed up days, and I know that you all have been very transparent with me. I've been transparent with you with my sleep. Nobody's perfect. This is not, I said, a race. This is a journey. But we definitely have to, as women, do a better job with at least taking some time for ourselves. If you don't have 10 to 15 minutes a day, then you've got to reprioritize some things in your life. If you need to get up, 10 to 15 minutes earlier before your family, or once your kids go to bed, take 10 or 15 minutes before you to go to bed to kind of meditate and just decompress from the day. You have got to do that, because it is so, so very important. Like, I cannot stress mindset and self-care and taking time for yourself. It's going to be pivotal as how you progress with your symptoms. We cannot just want all the good things and want us to feel better from the inside out without taking our mindset with us. We have to. It is key. It's one of the key things that I talk to my one-on-one clients with. We delve into that very heavy, because it's not just a woo-woo thing, although like I am very woo-woo, but this is a basic thing to your journey of fulfillment of whatever goal that you're trying to obtain with this program or with life in general. Okay. So I want to also just say congrats on the people that are actually taking time to say, oh, I'm going to try this new vegetable here. I have tried portobello mushrooms. It was interesting. I did try that. I should have posted it. I liked it. It was very meaty. So that was one of the things that I wanted to try. And then I'm also going to do rutabaga, and I forget which one. There was a third one. I'll have to post it in the group. But I'm trying. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Once I had the health scare, I had to shift and try other foods. We can't go on just only liking two foods. There's a plethora of things that we can partake in, but we got to step out and try new things. And for those that you are trying new things, congratulations. You did it. You've got to shift your mindset. There's other fun ways that I can, teach you to try new foods, because as I said, there are a lot more nutrients that you're missing if you just only stick to a couple of foods. And that's where a lot of food intolerances or food sensitivities come in. You're eating the same thing over and over and over. You've got to broaden your spectrum so you can better support your gut health. Okay. So good for everybody that is trying new things. And also I'm looking at my notes. Oh, if you are, falling off or not having a good day, check in with the group. Check in. with the group and say, hey, this is what's going on. We are here. This is what you are here for. This is what you're invested in. Check in with me. I'm very good about guiding you through, and I appreciate everybody's transparency. They said, hey, I'm not having a good day. I've fallen all the way off. This is what's going on with my family. We are here. This is why I'm doing it in a group setting, so we can all support each other. Okay. So if you are just saying, oh my gosh, what have I done? I can help usher you back in, kind of get you back redirected and back on track. Okay. So don't feel like you've got, and that's one thing about us women, we feel like we just will fix everything ourselves. No, a lot of times there is growth in community and some power behind women that support each other. So that's why I'm here. That's why we are here. If you are having an off day, I'm transparent. There is nothing that I'm going to keep from you all. I will tell you all, I am not perfect. No one's perfect, but we're going to do this together. That's why I formed this group, so we can have all the tools and resources that we need, and then also have the support of community, because it is very good, because once someone else sees something, they may resonate and feel like, okay, maybe I'm not alone in doing this. Okay. And then one last thing about time management and prioritizing things. Now, we have all been fall victim of this, but I want you to look at your screen time. And most of us may have iPhones, but if you have an Android, I'm not sure how you can look at your screen time, but I want you to look at the amount of screen times and the apps that you're using. I know you can kind of break those down as well. And I want you to look at how much you are actually using Facebook and some of the other social platforms where you're just mindlessly scrolling. Because I'm going to tell you, when you're mindlessly scrolling, you could have been helping yourself out with preparing for meals for the rest of the week. You could have been doing some daily journaling, going outside for a walk. So we make time for what we value. Okay. So I'm not saying not to get on there, because of course we're all connected through the app. And I told you just use 10 to 20 minutes a week at the beginning and get you through, so you know what you're doing, and then check in for a few minutes. Boom, you're done. But if you have catching yourself, hours and hours on a particular app, you've got to sit back and think, okay, how am I prioritizing my time? I'm saying I don't have time to do this or that. You've got time. You have lost time that you could have been doing something to pour into yourself. Okay. So I don't think nobody's on right now, but I definitely wanted to hit those high points for tonight. And next week, we will be opening up our last module, you all. I cannot believe it's been almost 30 days. We're halfway through. And so next week, when I open the module, it will be I will open the one and there will be a bonus. So really, I want you to focus on module 4 and then get that under your belt. It's not too much. It's a lot of information, and it will be very helpful for you. And then on the bonus, it will give you information about intermittent fasting and seed cycling. So it's a lot of information. So don't get overwhelmed. I want you to just focus on module 4 for next week. And then again, this is going to be open until basically mid-June, so you can get the information. So don't feel rushed, don't feel overwhelmed, but these information in this module, they'll really help you and kind of like link everything together. And then you'll see just basically the whole thing come together in fruition, and you will have a humongous tool belt for you for the rest of your life, or rest of it's the time that you're going into perimenopause or menopause, all of that, because we are preparing ourselves now. We don't wait until, the estrogen is like waning down. We do things to nurture ourselves, and so we can have a better transition into those times of our life as a woman. It's not a gloom and doom, like they paint the picture of, oh, menopause is like gloom and doom and we have hot flashes. It doesn't have to be that way. We are priming ourselves now, especially if you're a cycling woman. We're priming ourselves now for the habits that you're going to need to have to have a good transition. And once the estrogen wings, once the progesterone wings, okay? So we're not having to go through that. We are actually priming ourselves now, okay? What else? I think that is it. So let me know in the chat if you have any questions or concerns, or you can private message me. That's fine too. If there's something you don't want the whole group to know, you are fine to private message me. That is a-okay. We're going to get through this. And like I said, don't get overwhelmed for next week. It's just going to be just focus on module 4. We're going to talk all about toxins and xenoestrogens, very informational, and it's something that anybody can do. And then I'll have the bonus module open at the same time. Focus on that probably the week later. And then after that, you'll have everything. So start swapping things. If you want to, if there's PDFs or something, recipes, go ahead and start saving those now. So when the everything closes down, you won't be left and you'll be able to get the resources you need. All right, ladies, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm sorry that the lighting is dark, but it's kind of dark in my kitchen. So hopefully the picture won't be too bad once I upload it to YouTube. And again, let me know if you need any support or any help. We've got this, we're almost done. And like Kristen said, progress over perfection. We are not perfect, especially when we are trying to navigate through something new, because our body is trying to figure out like, okay, how do I do this? And instantaneously, we want to try to do everything the perfect and just the correct way, which we're going to zigzag. It's not a linear process, zigzagging. Okay. All right, ladies, thank you all so much. I am going to hop off here and put my chicken wings in my basket so I can put it in the air fryer so I don't eat too late. And then I'll probably walk a little bit, get my exercise in, and I've been getting my lemon water. So hopefully you all have been taking your check sheets or whatever you're doing to get your daily things in. Let me know if you have any questions about anything in the modules, okay? All right, see you soon.